The ghost dance movement was a profound spiritual awakening that emerged among Native American communities in the western United States. Its origins trace back to 1869, when a Paiute elder and medicine man named Wozawab experienced a series of visionary revelations. In these visions, Wozawab foresaw a renewal of the earth and divine aid for the Paiute people, as promised by their ancestors. Initially, his visions foretold a cataclysm that would remove all settlers, leaving the land to its native inhabitants. Over time, these visions evolved, predicting the complete cleansing of the continent of all people, followed by the miraculous return of those who faithfully adhered to ancestral spiritual practices. In his later years, Wozawab's prophecies shifted to envision a harmonious and eternal life for all who embraced his teachings. Central to these prophecies was a sacred communal circle dance, which became the cornerstone of the ghost dance ritual. After Wozawab's passing in 1872, his teachings were carried forward. On January 1, 1889, during a solar eclipse, a Paiute named Wovoka, also known as Jack Wilson, experienced a transformative vision. In his dream, he traveled to heaven, spoke with God, and was tasked with teaching the ghost dance to his people. Wovoka's prophecy echoed Wozawab's earlier revelations, envisioning a future where settlers vanished, buffalo herds returned, and the land was restored to Native Americans. In this restored world, ancestors would rise, and peace would prevail. Having been raised by the American family of David Wilson after his father Tavibo's death, Wovoka had been exposed to Christianity, which influenced his teachings. He incorporated elements of a messianic figure into his prophecy, drawing parallels between his vision and Christian beliefs. Wovoka's message quickly spread among Native American tribes. Representatives from numerous tribes traveled to meet him, while letters and emissaries carried his teachings across the continent. His emphasis on maintaining peaceful relations with settlers resonated with many. He instructed his followers on the ritual of the ghost dance, which involved dancing for 5 consecutive days, with the final night extending until dawn, followed by a ceremonial river cleansing. He urged his followers to repeat this dance every 6 weeks, accompanied by communal feasts to foster unity. Participants adorned themselves in ghost shirts, sacred garments embellished with eagle feathers, claws, and horns, believed to provide protection against bullets. During the ceremonies, medicine men and prophets guided the gatherings, offering spiritual teachings, directing the dances, and leading the chants. The ghost dance itself involved participants holding hands in a circle, performing a side-to-side shuffling step in rhythm with sacred songs. As the dance intensified, many participants experienced trances, with some collapsing unconscious. The gatherings often attracted hundreds, even thousands of participants, uniting tribes in a shared spiritual purpose. The growing popularity of the ghost dance alarmed agents of the Bureau of Indian Affairs, who viewed these mass gatherings with suspicion. In October 1890, Kicking Bear, a Lakota Sioux, visited Sitting Bull at Standing Rock, sharing his experiences with Wovoka and describing the reverence shown to him as a messiah. The movement's spiritual power and its capacity to unite tribes were both inspiring to Native Americans and unsettling to the authorities, setting the stage for a significant and tragic chapter in Native American history. He shared the prophecy that in the coming spring, when the grass grew tall, the earth would be covered with a fresh layer of soil, burying all the white men. This new soil would flourish with sweet grass, flowing streams, and verdant trees, while vast herds of buffalo and wild horses would return to the land. Those who faithfully performed the ghost dance would be lifted into the air, suspended safely above, while the transformation of the earth took place. Once the renewal was complete, they would be returned to the ground, accompanied by the spirits of their ancestors. As the ghost dance spread among the Lakota Sioux, it drew the attention of agents from the Bureau of Indian Affairs, who grew increasingly alarmed. They accused the Lakota of adopting a militaristic stance, crafting ghost shirts believed to render them impervious to bullets. The Lakota also spoke openly about the spiritual and symbolic reasons behind their dances, further heightening tensions. Fearing unrest, the agent overseeing the Lakota sent tribal police to arrest Sitting Bull and forcibly end the practice of the ghost dance. During the ensuing confrontation, Sitting Bull was killed, along with several policemen. In the aftermath, the U.S. government deployed the army to disarm the Lakota Sioux, leading to the tragic events now known as the Wounded Knee Massacre. On December 29, 1890, 457 U.S. soldiers opened fire on the Lakota Sioux, killing over 200 men, women, and children. 25 soldiers also lost their lives during the confrontation. The ghost dance reached its zenith in the months preceding the Wounded Knee Massacre. However, the movement began to decline when it became evident that ghost shirts did not protect against bullets, and the anticipated resurrection of ancestors did not occur. Disheartened, many former adherents abandoned the ghost dance in the aftermath of these devastating events. Wovoka, the visionary leader behind the ghost dance movement, faced numerous challenges during his lifetime. As the movement spread, he became increasingly disheartened by the death threats he received and the many ways his original vision was misinterpreted by various groups. These pressures eventually led him to step back from public speaking. However, his withdrawal did not diminish the deep respect and reverence his followers held for him. Wovoka continued to engage in his spiritual practices and welcomed those who sought his guidance. He remained an enduring figure of inspiration within the movement, traveling and receiving visitors until his peaceful passing in 1932. Despite the devastating events of the Wounded Knee Massacre in 1890, the ghost dance movement did not vanish. Instead, it evolved and expanded, spreading to new tribes such as the Pawnee, Odo, Missouri, Iowa, Osage, and Quapaw between 1891 and 1892. Each of these tribes adapted the ghost dance to their cultural traditions, blending it with their own songs, rituals, and spiritual visions. This cultural adaptation often included the revival of traditional clothing, such as ceremonial attire adorned with symbolic designs, as well as the use of traditional weapons and the reintroduction of dances and hand games. For these communities, the ghost dance became more than just a religious practice. It was a cultural renaissance, a means of connecting with their ancestors and reaffirming their identity in the face of ongoing challenges. On the Pine Ridge Reservation in South Dakota, Commissioner of Indian Affairs Thomas J. Morgan conducted a visit to the Oklahoma Territory during this period. Observing no signs of violence associated with the ghost dance, he refrained from taking any action to suppress it. As a result, the dance was allowed to continue uninterrupted in Oklahoma, where it persisted as a significant spiritual practice until at least 1914. For many tribes, the ghost dance served as a unifying force, bringing people together to share their hopes for a brighter future and a restored connection to the land. Over time, the themes and practices of the ghost dance influenced other Native American spiritual movements, such as the Sundance, Bear Dance, Peyote, religion, and the Native American Church. These practices shared similar visions of renewal, hope, and a return to harmony. They offered guidance and a sense of purpose, helping Native Americans navigate the challenges of an era marked by cultural upheaval and loss. Today, the ghost dance movement remains a profound symbol of resilience and cultural preservation. While its form has evolved, the spirit of the movement endures as a testament to the strength and determination of Native American communities. It continues to inspire efforts to honor ancestral traditions and maintain a sense of identity in a rapidly changing world. By remembering and celebrating the legacy of the ghost dance, Native Americans uphold the values of unity, hope, and spiritual renewal, ensuring their heritage lives on for future generations. Thank you for watching the video until the end. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you won't miss any new videos from us. What do you think about today's topic? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And if you found the video helpful, feel free to share it with your friends and family. We hope you had a great time. See you in the next video with even more exciting content. Make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out.